of this happened after the 2000 election. Do you remember in Florida, all the problems? Well, all of a sudden, the spotlight was shining on how we conducted elections and how we registered voters, and that was a good thing. I mean, something good came out of that fiasco. The Congress passed the Help America Vote Act. I don't know if you've heard of that, but this legislation is to make voting and registering to vote easy and accessible. So the state of Georgia has received millions of dollars to help voters get registered to vote and then vote. After the 2000 election, our Secretary of State at the time, Kathy Cox, she commissioned a group, and it was decided that they would request the General Assembly to fund electronic touchscreen voting equipment. So the whole state received these electronic voting machines. And I can say after using them now for 7 years, they are fantastic. They are secure. You don't I know there's some of that talk out there, but they're the greatest thing. And one of the best features about this new electronic equipment is that for the first time ever, someone who needed assistance in voting because they couldn't see a ballot and they had to trust totally the person sitting next to them. You had to trust totally that they were marking their choices. That's no longer needed because these machines actually are programmed now to contain a touch keypad. For someone who can't see, we can program your voter access card so you have an audio ballot. Every precinct in the state of Georgia has to have at least one machine set up for a voter that needs an audio ballot. And we've got the machines programmed if you want to hear the audio ballot, or if you want to just practice voting on the machines, that's fine. We can help you with that. But I'll never forget the first election we had. We were doing the early voting, and someone came in that was blind, and they had always had help years past, and they started voting with the audio ballot, and they had tears streaming down their face because it was such an important moment for them to actually have their own independence, to cast their own ballot without anybody's help. So these machines are really wonderful in that respect. I can't say enough good about them, really. And the country as a whole, because of this Help America Voting Act, is really paying more attention to voter accessibility. All precincts have to be handicapped accessible. I know every county in the state of Georgia, we're given forms to fill out on every precinct in their county. We had to measure doorways. We had to check parking, all of that. The pathways to voting places, we've improved that. It's been a really big change over the last few years. So